think it's curry diarrhea. Swap? My name is Jenna, and I approve this message.
What's up, everybody? And yes, you read that title correctly. Batista needs to stop trying to get a Gears of War movie made. What he needs to do is broker some kind of deal between Universal and a streaming service and get a Gears TV show made. Now, I know I did a video very similar to this a while back, talking about, what movies would you rather see as TV shows, and this was one of them. Well, the reason that I bring this up now is there was an article recently released that Batista said, I went to Universal to have a meeting about joining the Fast and Furious franchise. And instead of doing that, he talked to them about how he'd rather be Marcus Phoenix in a Gears movie. Now, despite what you think about Fast and Furious, that series is still making buttloads of money. And despite how you feel about Batista as an actor, for me, Batista gets better in everything I see him in. The Rock wasn't exactly the greatest in the first role that he was in. He definitely got better over time, and I feel the same way about Batista. I want Batista to be Marcus Anthony Phoenix. He loves the character. He wants to be the character, and those are things that I appreciate about folks who want to do franchises and things. It's if they actually genuinely love the character. Now, the reason I bring up the streaming service for a TV show instead of a movie is there is so much lore than what you get from the games. And granted, most people, they stop playing the game after 2, some of them 3, but there's so much more lore to it. And the fact that this movie has been in development hell for I don't know how long. I think a year or 2 after the first game came out, somebody wanted to make a movie. I just think a show would lend more to the lore of Gears. There are things in the Gears books that you've never seen in the games. We've never gotten Carlos Santiago. Never. Not a skin. I don't even think there's been a mention of him in any of the games. And in the books, Carlos is a hero. He's the older brother of Dom, and Marcus, it was basically Marcus, Dom, and Carlos were like best friends. They were brothers, and they all joined the COG together. Other folks that have been left out is, it's been a while since I read the books. They're either called the Pasang or the Pasangi, and they are basically the South Asian folks that live on Sarah. And these folks were badass. When they were brought into the COG, they didn't have guns. Okay? They gave these folks machetes and sent them out into the jungles. They were so you have the COG, which are you have the Gears. You have the Coalition of Ordered Governments. Then you have the Gears, which are the grunts, the soldiers. Then you have the commandos. And for me, then you had the Pasang or Pasangi. And they were just the silent assassins. These folks were so badass, and it's so sad that they were left out. But this is honestly why I think a series would be so much better. And whether it's Amazon or Netflix, I don't think they'd want to do it with HBO Max, because that's more of a Warner Brother thing. But you never know. Universal, I'm just going to ask you, if you guys don't plan on making the movie, we got teased back when they released Gears 4 at the Gears 4 release party that they were going to start a movie, but they wanted to do an alternate timeline. And I'm sorry, the fans of this series, they don't want that. They want to see Delta. That's what they want to see. They want to see Marcus and Baird and Cole and Dom. That's who they want to see. How you could start this TV show. You could do what I think would be really cool is if you did 16 episodes, but you split it in half. So you have part 1 that's 8 episodes. And I know Amazon is kind of doing the Disney Plus route right now, except they'll release 2 or 3 episodes and then the rest of them they'll do weekly. And that's fine. But it'd be cool to do, 8 episodes, take like a month or two break, and then release the last 8. And for the first episode, what you could do is you could have Marcus in the slab, sitting in his cell, and he's reminiscing. And you can have a super cheesy line. You ready for this very horrible Marcus Phoenix impression? But the line could be something along the lines of, if you want to know how it's going to go, then you need to know how it started. Like I said, terrible Marcus Phoenix impression, but you get the gist. And they can go back and show you the war with the Groznyans, the Pendulum Wars. They could show you what happened to Carlos, what happened to Helena Stroud, Anya Stroud's mother. They could show you the Pasang or Pasangi. They could show you all this stuff, and I really, really think that this would be better as a TV show. And Batista, if there's any chance at all that you see this, just know I am 1,000% behind you being Marcus, man. I don't care what the haters say. You love the character. I want to see what you can do. If nothing else, maybe see if Universal will sell you the rights. You know plenty of people now that you've been in the movie industry for a while. You know plenty of people that could help you get this show made. I just really think that a 2.5 hour, 3 hour movie won't do this justice. If you want to do a movie though, do the show first. There's been so much talk about people wanting to do a show and then end the season with a movie. You could do, your 8 1-hour episodes and end it with episode 9 being a 2-hour movie or something like that. And while I'm at it, Batista being Marcus Phoenix, perfect. But I also want to throw in an alternate that could be 2 other people. I want to throw in Frank Grillo. Big fan of his work. I loved his Crossbones. The movie that he was just in called Boss Level was really cool. He could either take the place of Frankie G as Dom, or give him some frosted tips. He could probably pull off a pretty kick-ass Baird as well. Again, Batista, I'm totally behind you on this. I hope somehow, some way you get to see this starting now in my future videos and future posts I do on Instagram and Facebook. I'm going to start my own little one-man campaign. Hopefully folks will join me. But it's going to be 2 hashtags. The first one is going to be Batista for Phoenix. The second one is going to be GOW Saga. Because if this thing ever gets made, it's not just going to be a series, it's going to be a saga. There's so much lore here, this thing could go on for seasons. Okay? And for all the people that I follow on YouTube or Instagram, don't worry, I'm not going to flood your posts with this. These hashtags are only going to come with posts that I personally do from now on. Let me know down in the comments, do you think this is a good idea? Do you think I'm out of my mind? Comment what you want. Would this be something you'd be interested in seeing? Just let me know your ideas down below. If you want to follow me on this journey, just remember the 2 hashtags, Batista for Phoenix and GOW Saga. That's going to be all for me today. I hope you'll join me on this. You take care, you stay safe, you stay healthy, and I'll catch you next time. Later, tots.